Looking for a hassle-free way to rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Call Instaprint Grenada today. Located inside Rider Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant.
Clubbers, good morning. It's another beautiful day in the Isle of Spice. And first of all, I want to thank you for waking up with us. I know you have choices. I know you have options. I want you to know that we appreciate you joining us on the morning, of course, on the Ride Along Network. It is a beautiful Friday in the Isle of Spice, and sometimes I wonder where time is going. You know, the week has been running so quickly. But of course, I'm always happy when the weekend is here. And, you know, don't get vexed with me if you work on the weekend. For those of us who look forward to a Friday evening because we know it's the time to unwind, we could probably go to the beach, you know, catch up on all the different things we need to, run our little chores on the weekend. We look forward to the weekend. And of course, I'm looking forward to this weekend because, as I tell you, I'm really looking forward to taking a good, nice soak on Granhan's Beach. Of course, it is a fantastic Friday. I want to wish you a fantastic day. Yes, it's Friday, and yes, at 4 o'clock or 4:30 or whatever time you knock off, I know it's your time to go and have a few drinks and unwind and all of that, but please make sure that you make it a very productive day today. Of course, this morning I woke up, of course, with gratitude. I'm grateful for a lot of things, good health. I'm grateful for my car, Betsy, because sometimes I think we take things for granted. Like my mom's car broke down because it had alternator issues yesterday. And I had to be chauffeuring her around. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, you should be grateful for Betsy because Betsy's old and faithful and she's reliable and she's been there. So, you know, I'm grateful for my car. I'm grateful for opportunities. I'm grateful for doors that close. Yes, I just closed the door to a very bad relationship. And I won't say not bad. I saw the signs, and we're going to be talking about that later in what irks Kirk. But I saw the signs, but I was there. As many of us, we say in situations that we know are not good, and for some reason, I don't understand why we do, but we do. But I'm happy that I was able to close that door. So there's a lot of things that I'm grateful for in life. I'm grateful for friends, new friends. I met a wonderful person this year, and I'm going to name her Shena Barry, and we just clicked. You know, sometimes we think as children or as young people that the children we were friends with in primary school are going to be our friends for life. The people that we were in secondary school with are going to be our friends for life. The people at university are going to be friends for life, or people that you find on the job place are going to be your friends for life. And let me tell you something, that's not true. You meet unique people in different places at different periods of your life. So I'm grateful for Shena Barry. I'm grateful for the opportunities that Papa God has presented me and continues to present me. And of course, I cannot forget his grace and his mercy and his forgiveness, because I am a person that's constantly trying to improve myself. So sometimes I screw up, sometimes I mess up. And you know, when I go on my knees and I pray, the one thing that I'm grateful for is his mercy, his grace, and his forgiveness. So we have a wonderful show in store for you today. I have a fantastic young woman. I know on the Ride Along Network, we could choose many different things. And on the Wake Up Club, we could choose to jump into the noise and the bacchanal and all of that, because I know that's what trends. And sometimes we get into it, yes. But of course, on the Wake Up Club, we like to focus on extraordinary young Grenadians or Grenadians doing great things. And I have a such person with me this morning, a very good friend, and I can call that person friend because we are friends. I have a very outstanding young woman, Shena Peters, and we're going to be talking about fertility and products and the new business that she's ventured into. So we're going to be chatting about all that. We have a wonderful show in store for you today. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be chatting about what irks Kirk. We'll be right back.
Gas prices got you down? Pick yourself up with Ride Rent a e-bike today and take advantage of the smartest and coolest way to get around. Rental starting for only $30 per hour and less than $100 EC per day. Zip through traffic, save money, and look awesome doing it. Check us out at the Esplanade Mall today. Visit us online at ridersebike.com or give us a call at 473-422-1011. Your wallet and the planet will thank you. Ride Rent a e-bike.
Welcome back, folk. And of course, let me tell you what irks me. And I like, as I said, I'm a student of life. So sometimes I find humor and I find lessons in the people I meet every day. So yesterday I went to buy a punch. I went to get a soursop punch. They were out of soursop punch at the end of it, but I was there, and of course, don't say I was macquin. I said I'm a student of life. So I overheard the conversation of two young women. And they were, of course, in the line, and they got their punch, but they were stand-up chatting there. And this guy from the bank, I know him very well, he walked by, nice body, good-looking guy, and the girl started to talk about him. And one of the girls said, no, he's too short, I don't want no man like that. And the other one said, well, what are you looking for in a man? And listen, when I listen to these two young ladies, I understand why relationships not lasting. I understand why the divorce rate is what it is. I understand why there's so many broken families. Because I think, and listen, I'm beating up on women. We're talking women issues today in the whole program. We're going to talk about men another day. But let me tell you, the pretty one, well, not the pretty one, because I think I'm conforming to what society says is pretty. The red-skinned one asks the tall, dark one what it is she looking for in a man. The tall, dark one says he must have plenty money and he must have a big wood. Apparently, she looking for a carpenter. I know it's hilarious, but the truth and the fact is, when you ask a lot of women outside there, apparently the size of the man's penis is key for the relationship to work. Now, the brown one say what she says. He say he must have plenty money and he must have a big wood. And the red-skinned one say he must drive a nice car. We must live in a big house. He must make enough money to hire a maid because she plans to be a career woman. But there must be a lot of money. Now, I guess people could choose what they want to choose. And maybe it was not the ideal location to listen to them. But I had to ask the question. I had to ask them, and of course, they knew who I am. And I said, ladies, I could ask a question. And listening to what it is you're looking for in a man, but you're missing a lot of things. And then I say to myself, maybe I miss a lot of things too when I am looking. So I really need to sit down and do some self-introspect and look at what it is I look for in a partner. Because I think a lot of us are looking for the superficial things in a partner. And then I had to ask them, what are they bringing to the relationship? I asked them if they could cook, and listen, I am not sexist. Okay? Both of them can cook. I doubt they could clean. So I don't even know what they feel that they bring into the relationship. But I say I had to touch on it this morning, because I think a lot of us don't have our priorities right when it comes to looking for a partner. We look for the superficial. So I made some notes and I will share some of the things that you should really be looking for when you're looking for a partner. And we got to talk about the physical, because to the tall one, the physical was very important, but only in the size of the genitalia. You know? So let me tell you something. I didn't hear compatibility, shared values, interests, and life goals. Now, those are critical to a harmonious relationship. Not just money and a big word. I ain't hear nothing about support. A partner who is supportive, encouraging, understanding during both the good times and the bad times. Okay? Because that's the problem, you know. You need somebody that's supportive, people that could communicate with you. Else, first little issue, things mash up, and you're on to the next man with a big wood and money. Trust and honesty. A foundation built on trust and open communication is essential for a successful partnership. He must be able to communicate with you. You must be able to communicate with him. But if it's only about sex and money, and I know we live in a social media world, to most of all, the relationship is about going out and taking selfie, going to a restaurant for people to see all you have a partner. And he must be looking good. He wears bad, but he must be looking good, because most of all, you all ain't living in a real relationship, you know. You're living in a social media perception relationship. Emotional connection. The ability to connect on a deeper emotional level helps strengthen a bond. It's not just about sex. Yes, sex is important, but it's not just about sex. You need somebody to support you. Now, I add this one because this is important for me. Sense of humor. A shared sense of humor can lighten the mood and create a joyous atmosphere in the relationship. That is important for me. I don't know what's important for you. Okay? Independence. A partner that has their own interests and passion and that can contribute to a healthier, balanced relationship. A lot of people just become clingy in relationships because they're not independent. They don't have a life of their own outside that of their partner. Okay? So sometimes the relationship becomes stifling. It's not just ladies. It's not just about him driving a nice car and having a big wood. Okay? Kindness and compassion. Being caring and empathetic towards each other, fostering and nurturing environment. I know some of this thing foreign to all you. It's foreign to all you. Okay? Physical attraction. Yes, I give you that. Okay? While it is not everything, physical chemistry can play a significant role in attraction and intimacy. But it is not all. It is not all. Shared responsibility. A willingness to work together on household duties, finances, and future planning. You hear me? Okay? He should be able to wash some dishes. He should be able to do some laundry. He should be able to contribute to a harmonious household. But you know, it gets deeper than that, because you see, society, as most girls grow up wanting to be a princess and marry Prince Charming. Okay? That is the start of the problem. The start of the problem is that you grow up needing to be a princess. Okay? Yeah, the princess in the castle and the full of maids and all of that, but that is not life. That is a fairy tale. Okay? Growth mindset. A partner who is open to personal growth and willing to evolve together throughout life. And I had to say this morning because I understand why it is relationships are not working. Because we're not looking for the right thing. And then most of the people, you know, we live in a social media world. You ask people, they're giving you the right answer. They go talk about all these things, you know, because they know that's what you want to hear. But really and truly, many of us are guilty of not knowing what we want or not knowing what we like because we've never sat down and write it down and think about it. We live in this superficial social world that we have the right answers. Oh, he must be kind, he must be loving. You know the right things to say, but it's not really what you want. You want him to have money and you want him to have a big penis. Life is more than a big penis, and life is more than the looks, and life is more than the money. Okay? Because when you're not lying down in bed, you have to function all these hours outside of bed. Can you function? Is he compassionate? Does he have a sense of humor? Is he independent? Okay? Is he going to share responsibility? Does he have a growth mindset? So this morning, I'm asking the ladies to really evaluate what it is you're looking for in a partner. And don't feel like I go jump on the men, you know. Another day we go jump on the men, because men have requirements for a woman going into a relationship too. Okay? And then you're wondering why half of the relationships don't work, because you don't know how to cook, you're not nurturing, okay? You don't even know how to clean and take care of yourself, and you want to join a partnership, and I have to ask you what you bring in to the partnership. Anyhow, before I go on and on, we're going to be talking some wonderful things. When I come back, we'll be chatting with my very good friend, Shena Peters, and we're going to be talking about women's health, fertility, and much more. We'll be right back.
Are you looking to take your business or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ride Along Live, where the world watches and your business grows. Contact us today to get started.
Welcome back, folk. And of course, this morning, I'm joined by a very good friend, and I could use the word friend, okay? I ain't using it lightly because I know this person. I love this human person. I love this person's spirit. Shena Peters, welcome to the Wake Up Club.
Good morning, Cook. Good morning, and thank you for having me today.
Listen, it's a pleasure to have you on the Wake Up Club. And I know you hear me talking about the problem that we're having with relationships and all of that, and what some women are looking for in relationships. They don't even know what they want.
Yeah, a lot of people these days, they don't know what they want, because I think most people would grow up again with the families and what they would see. And then, as you say, the social media, the trends and the knowledge that they're getting is not really thoughtful and not really mindful, as people would say. So it's not really educating them that much. So it's basically just going there for, as you say, money and getting the big thing. And that's all they're studying, apparently. That's all that runs things.
But there is more to the big thing and the money.
There's a lot more.
If you find the right person and you're compatible and you have the right interests and stuff, you could build all of these things together.
Exactly. And then sometimes you're, like, for example, there might be people that don't have that focus in terms of relationship, but the person that you get will drive you, will motivate you. You would see a change in the way that you would grow, the way that you would think about life in general.
Mm-hmm. So definitely, Shena, of course, welcome to the Wake Up Club.
Yes.
For the people who don't know who Shena Peters is, tell me about Shena Peters. Where is she from? All of that.
Okay, guys. So as Cook mentioned, my name is Shena Peters. I am from Guave, St. John, right? I am a business entrepreneur. I came from the corporate world of marketing. I've been doing marketing for quite a few number of years. At this stage in my life, I'm just focused on helping smaller businesses with their marketing and advertising, whatever they need to grow their business. So whether it be a logo creation, whether it be a presentation document, a voice radio ad script or production, to website design, which is something that I love to do. I do a lot of website for persons in Grenada and out of Grenada as well. We do have a team of tech specialists, software specialists, of course, that helps basically in terms of how extensive they need the websites to be. And of course, just running my own small business, Spread Fertility. In the meantime, But life is going good. I can't complain. I'm loving it, to be honest. I'm very relaxed and very, just nurturing myself at this point in time.
Okay. Now listen, I remember when you first came on my radar, of
Right.
course, I was with Digicel, but not Digicel Grenada. I was doing some regional work.
Right.
And there was this shining star. People were talking about this shining star. And I was like, shining star? So I'm waiting to hear which island this person from. And you were the shining star because
Yes.
you had come from a governmental program.
Exactly.
It was called Imani.
Right.
And you were one of these people that everybody was raving about within the region because you had moved from Imani into the Digicel atmosphere
Right.
and just blew up in terms of marketing. Tell me
Yes.
about that experience.
Well, I'll just take it from the start. As you mentioned, the Imani program. When I started, I entered the program, we did the training and they were asking, what it is that we want to do. Of course, telecommunication wasn't nothing on my radar. Marketing was nothing on my radar. So I went in there on the program, right? And it was a call center job. And in the call center job, I was there for about almost a year, but within like the first 6 months, I got like a position where I was supervising the other Imani employees within the company. And for me, my goal was to go up in rank. So I come in as a small fry, and it was just for me to build myself, because I'm a person, I like to develop myself. I like to learn new things. So I learned when sometimes my supervisor, General Andel, will go on lunch, I tell her, teach me how to activate the plan, teach me how to do this. So while she's outside, I am the one in, and I could function within that same role that she would function in. So it's just a matter of being motivated. And then I moved on to products where I was doing testing and creating plans. And there were Aaron Lagranad was marketing at the time. And I used to be like, Aaron, I want to come on the radio with you one day. Mind you, I am not somebody that's like a public speaker, but I wanted to develop myself. I used to watch them speak, and I used to be like, I want to be somebody that could go on a radio, go on the TV, and just be able to speak freely. You understand? And that is something he used to bring me on the radio. I would come on little time, take a little time, speak. He would come on until he started making me go for myself. And then I went on to the position of marketing assistant. And my marketing manager moved on to a different island, and who better else to take the role oh my God, sorry, than myself. And that's how it started with the marketing. So I was the marketing executive for about 5 years, managing the whole brand, marketing, advertising, everything in general. And I grew within the role, and I have blossomed. I have grown a lot beyond I would have think I could have even, comprehend at this point in time, because in life sometimes you look at where you at and you don't think about yourself in a bigger light, and when you reach that stage, it's like you're looking at yourself and you're proud. I am very proud of myself. I have come a long way. It's a lot of things that I never thought I would have been able to do, been able to travel, and now I'm doing it, and I'm proud, and I hope that I inspire other people to do the same who is coming up in life generally.
Well, definitely. I know that when I had left Spice Mass, I had gone back as a consultant
right,
within the marketing department. So I had the joy of working with you and
right,
seeing that drive and that energy to learn. And
I'm a go-getter.
Let me tell you, you are a star when it comes to radio, because you have a knack for being able to reach people and to understand people. And remember, this was never in your eyesight. You've never thought about marketing.
Never.
Okay.
And I was a very shy person in terms of communication.
Well, not anymore.
Very. Well, some of them are
anymore.
still a little shy, but
Listen, it's about taking the bulls by the horn and riding it into the sunset. Let me
that is it.
ask you. I know you've left the corporate sector, and for many people, they are comfortable, or they have all these ideas and aspirations. They want to get ahead, but sometimes they're caught up in the fear of taking that step, taking that leap of faith, because we're all struggling in some way or the other. and you're guaranteed
Right.
that monthly salary at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've
Yes.
stepped out of that and you're doing your
Right.
own thing. Tell me
Mm-hmm.
about that courage or that leap of faith. And then we're going
Well,
to dive into the business that you're dealing in.
right. So a lot of people, and I would say even myself, in the corporate world or in your 9 to 5 job, the security is something that holds you, right? And there's a lot of people, they're not comfortable with their job. The environment is not safe. For me, I've been through that, right? Sometimes the work that you're doing compared with the salary that you're getting is like you're just there, right? Taking the leap of faith for me and starting my own business is something that I've always had in the back of my head. So I would be working in the corporate world, but in my head, I don't really want to stay here long because I am somebody that wants to do my own. I know what I am capable of in terms of marketing, in terms of being able to sustain myself, in terms of leaving the corporate world and fearing that, okay, I'm not getting a salary this month. How are paying my bills? How are doing this? How are doing that? And sometimes people would always look at persons that are not working and they would be like, they're living better than people that are actually in the corporate world. And for me, timing is something that I am flexible with right now. So whereas you would have to go to a job from 8 to 5, no, I could take on multiple different works, different jobs within the same day because it goes on my timing and how I would schedule things. I would tell persons, if you're in a job and you're looking to start your own business, slowly start it. Like for me, while I was in the corporate world, I started doing my little advertising, bringing in my products, making my products, and started selling it. So that when I'm no longer in the corporate world, I have something that I can rely on. I have a passion, I have a talent within me that I can then grow. You understand? To make it my career. And that is what I do in terms of logo designs, in terms of websites, in terms of social media, video editing. I do all of that myself. And it's something that I used to do before as just a little hobby. And now it's paying, it's doing what it has to do. So taking the leap of faith is not that hard as people would look at it. It's very easy. You would be very relaxed. You would tend to get a lot of ideas. Things would flourish into your mind. Like, a lot of people in Grenada have great business ideas. And I think they just don't have the drive. Like the persons that kind of talk to them and tell them, this is a good idea. Bring it to. Oh my God.
No, I'm hearing you. Shanika, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Sorry.
Good.
Yes, so
Good.
somebody that called. So I would normally say, look at something that you want to do in the future. Is it that you want to be in the corporate world forever, or you want to be somebody that would, start their own business or be a consultant, be a business owner, whatever the case may be. And 9 to 5 to me is not really important at this point. If I get an offer, I wouldn't even take it.
Okay, so let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about Spread Fertility. It is a new business that you started, and I want to hear all about it. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Experience the thrill of Riders Excursion and Tours weekly e-bike rides. Gather your family and friends for an unforgettable ride through stunning landscapes. Book your adventure today at ridersabike.com or call 473-422-1011. Don't miss out. Let's ride.
Welcome back, clubbers. Of course, this morning I'm chatting with Shena Peters. We're talking about life, about growth. She's a young woman excelling in the business world. Shena, now I've always known you as a hustler, okay? Because even from my days with Digicel, even though you were marketing and you were at the top of the marketing game, you were always doing a side hustle, whether it was products or jewelry or clothing. You were doing your hustle. And that is so important. My question is that you've started this business called Spread Fertility. And it's a niche business because you don't really hear people. In Grenada, we like to copy everything. You open a boutique
That's
and you're
true.
selling somebody jump on that. Tell
Yes.
us about Spread Fertility and where this came from.
Okay, so Spread Fertility came about because I would just go back. I am somebody that experienced bad cycles. So when my cycles start, I would have like bad pains, cramps that will cripple me to the point where I would not be able to function on the first day. I can't go to work. If I have a show to host, I have to cancel, because it was that bad. There were even points in time when I was in school where I would like faint off because of the amount of pain that I would get. Sometimes when I get up, I'm in the hospital with drips. They would numb my whole lower body. So it was something that was in my adult life was a little bit, I struggled with it a lot. And in terms of being in the corporate world, some people not being able to function on a normal cycle day is somewhat a little bit disappointing. And, it takes away from a lot that you get to do as a person. So I started, when the pandemic hit, I told myself that, I don't want to be in the corporate world forever. I want to do my own thing. I want to be a boss. I want to run my own business. And I said, you know what, let me take the time and research different businesses that I could start. And I was looking at, I started like the clothes, selling the clothes and stuff. It was generic because a lot of people does clothing. And I said, I wanted to do something that's different, something that stand out, something that's unique, something that would help persons within the community. And I said, I want to do something that it's gauged towards feminine health. So the same pain that I was getting when my cycle comes, I said, you know what? I'm going to research products, different herbs that can be used that can eliminate that pain. And when I started off with like tea bags. I was thinking about doing like the tea bags and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I have to get a name. It was just an idea. And I started with the name and I was like, I wanted it to be something around fertility because I know that I wanted it to branch off with different products that help with reproductive health and also help increase fertility. And I was like, you know what? Fertility. And then I said, Spread Fertility. And Spread Fertility, when I looked at it, it was a name that nobody used in the entire world. So I got the name on Instagram, emails all over because it was a unique name. It wasn't nothing where it's Spread Fertility -1 and, the Spread Fertility GND. It was the original one. And I got that and I started, doing my list of products that I wanted to bring in. So one of the products that I thought about after the teas was the ovulation test kit. So it's basically a box that has 30 tests. So it comes with 20 ovulation tests and 10 pregnancy tests, right? And I sell it for $50. And the idea behind that is it was because a lot of people, when I did research into like the market research and what people are saying and things that are kind of hindering persons from Grenada and also the Caribbean, being able to identify when you're ovulating seems to be a big issue, right? A lot of people, they can tell, they know their bodies, they know when they're ovulating, they know when something is off. But for some people, as I said, a lot of people are different. So the test was one of my main products. So if you're trying to conceive and you want to just test yourself to make sure that you're ovulating, you would use the test kit. And then I branch into like different herbal feminine wash. Because I used to watch the products in the pharmacies on the shelf, and a lot of them have a lot of ingredients that you don't know about, right? And all of my products are 100% organic and plant-based, It's natural. It does not have any side effects, but only good effects. Okay. So, that's how I ended up getting into the business, basically.
Okay. Now, we know the importance of women's health. Tell us about some of the products that you offer. So that we can know what are some of the products that you offer.
Okay, so some of the products that I offer, I'm just going to go through them. As I said, the ovulation test kit, which is a kit that has ovulation test and pregnancy test. I offer fertility teas for men and women that are designed specifically for increasing fertility in women, making sure that the womb is warm, making sure that you have a balanced hygiene down there, your hormones are balanced. For male, ensuring that they have the right stamina, the sperm count count, everything is up to par. So the fertility teas play a specific role and is basically designed towards increasing fertility. I also have womb detox. So I have like womb detox tea and womb detox pearls that are basically used to detox the womb. So you would tend to find that after using it, you would tend to see that if you have bad period pains, when your period is coming, you don't know when it's coming. If you mark the date, you know the date. Other than that, you don't get any cramps, any bad pain. The way that it would flow natural, light, because your hormones are then balanced, right? So that's what the womb detox tea does. It also helps increase fertility as well. And I have maybe over 15 persons for the year that are pregnant on the island from using my products. Shout out and congratulations to them. I also have herbal wash. So it's a mixture of different herbs that you would use to wash your dung there, because there's a lot of people that are sensitive in that region where they would use soap and they would then get a yeast infection. They would use a panty or a panty liner and then get a yeast infection. So the teas, the yoni wash and the oils are specifically designed to help with inflammation, to help with yeast infections. One of the new products that I just brought out is the probiotic and prebiotic gummies. So it's basically there to help with overall vaginal health. And as we know, prebiotic and probiotic is very important when it comes to gut and when it comes to females in general. I also have boric acid suppositories, which treats infection within a matter of 12 hours. And then like tightening one, of course, to help keep it tight, keep it right, as I always say. You have to keep it tight, you have to keep it right, you have to keep it smelling. A lot of people focus on hair, they focus on their face and clothes, but we also have to make sure that down there our feminine hygiene and overall reproductive health is balanced and is well up to date and keeping nice and fresh and tight.
Definitely. How has the response been? Because, as we go through life, it's an education process.
Right.
A lot of young women and not
men in general.
Yeah, in general, don't seek or understand the importance of making sure that their hygiene overall, not just under the arm and the face,
right,
but they're taking care of that sort of health. What has been the response in terms of people?
Well, when I started, which was in 2021, because I said I had this since 2021, so it's a long time, the response was overwhelming. It was very good, Cook. To be honest, I had a lot of support up to this day, and it has grown tremendously. Back in the days, as I said, I was in the corporate world. So in terms of the advertising and stuff, it was to a minimal, because you have a job to focus on, and all your energy and creativity goes into your 9 to 5, So whereas now I am on my own, I'm doing everything on my own. My main focus is just about driving, bringing the products out there and bringing awareness to people. But the response has been great. I am proud, very proud of myself for, starting and taking on that role and not being scared, because, fertility and personal hygiene is a very intimate kind of personal journey, and you would find a lot of people don't really speak about it, and I think for myself with the business, I tend to have this as a friendship. So I would have somebody come to me, they would tell me their issues, and they would feel comfortable to tell me what issues they're having, because it's not a place where you judge. It's a place where we understand the feminine body, we understand women. You could be good today, you put on a tight jeans tomorrow and you get a yeast infection. You could go in a swimming pool, anything can happen. So it's just a matter of maintaining that and making sure that you're always on the right track, because then again, without having the right feminine care products and not taking care of yourself, you would tend to have a lot of issues where people might say you smell funny, hence might be the case, and that's why a lot of the products are designed specifically for that. We have a lot of feedback. So much feedback. I haven't even posted a lot as yet, and I started posting them out on social media, where people would come and tell me how it has helped them a lot with their period pain, the way that a lot of people would have PCOS. They would tell me their hormones are regulated. People who haven't seen their period for over a year and more, after using some of my products, the period would come like 2 days after, 1 day after. People who have been struggling with infertility, who haven't been able to conceive for years. And up till yesterday, I got one person that came and told me, after 2 years and how much years of trying, she's finally pregnant, and she's only been using my products for 2 months. Literally, I have people that would try some products for a month and they would get pregnant that same month. So, different bodies, different reaction, different timing, but the feedback has been very good. And before, I never used to market it as much because the word of mouth used to do the marketing for me. So people would come and say, oh, my friend gave me this, or my friend told me this. It speaks for itself, where I didn't have to speak. So now I'm speaking because it already did what it have to do. Sometimes you monitor in the situation just to see how it would work out. And when yes, you hit the formula that you have, the herbs that you have, it works, all blown from there. And I'm at a stage right now where people are even coming to me to do production in the States and production in Canada. So I could do resale distribution. That's how to tell you how it's getting big.
Okay. Now, I know you said it's organic.
So,
Can you tell me about that? Because I know you wanted your products to definitely have an organic base.
Right. So with the organic, it's basically a mixture of herbs that we would find on the island, whether it's be ven, you have dark blood bush, you have your clove, you have your ginger, and I also have different Chinese herb as well, because I have a manufacturer in the States and we normally go through the different products. I'm a person, I love to research. Everybody who knows me knows, they just tell me I want to be Dr. Sebi. Because yes. I'm always making something. So either I'm making like a turmeric shot, or I'm making, CMOS is something that I do as well. CMOS capsules, CMOS gummies. These are things that I do. So me being somebody that knows and trying to be on a healthy road in terms of the way I would eat, the supplements that I would take, and of course the products that I would use on my body. No, I only use a natural soap to bathe now, and I'm not washing my down there with anything else but my feminine care wash. And people are loving it. Yeah, basically that's just it.
Okay, listen,
it's just a journey. I love it so much.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I want to find out where we can find these products, how we can find these products.
Of course.
You're tuned into the Wake Up Club. We're chatting with Shena Peters, and we're talking spread fertility this morning. We'll be right back.
Looking for a hassle-free way to rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Welcome back, viewers. Of course, you're tuned into the Wake Up Club, and of course, we're appreciative of you joining us. This morning, we've been chatting with Shena Peters, someone known all over Grenada in the marketing world, but she has just recently, well, I can't say recently, it's just that she just blew up recently with her spread fertility products. Shena, welcome back to the Wake Up Club.
Yes, thank you so much, Kirk.
You spoke about these phenomenal products. How can someone looking at this program now, and I hope a lot of young women will look at this program, view it after, how can they reach you? Where can they find your products?
Okay, so in terms of reach, you can find me on social media, Spread Fertility, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. My contact number is 422-0362, email spreadfertility@gmail.com. So I sell my products I have a little warehouse where I normally would make and, store everything. So that's based in Guave on Edward Street. For locations where you can find the products in Grenville, it's at the Royalty Boutique, that's upstairs digital. For Grand Anne's, we are at Nail Aroma, which is Grenada's newest nail shop. That's in Legacy Courtyard. For Grand Anne's, again, we're in Mitchell's Pharmacy, that's in the Excel Plaza. In Guave on the lands, we have a shop named Betty's Shop right on the lands. So she sells some of my products. And also, if persons who are not close to the locations and they want me to deliver to them, I normally deliver on Mondays and Fridays to town. So you can call me, message me, we'll set up an appointment or a delivery date. And for persons overseas who are interested in getting products, you can find me on a website named naturalhealingtrees.com. It's a website where I would have some of my products for persons overseas who wants to pay and purchase the products, and we would then ship it off to them. I am still trying to find a location in the heart of St. George's, so I don't have one right there as yet, but it's coming soon, hopefully. I'm working on that. So that's the different places you would be able to find me. And all of my products the prices are all listed at the outlets. And of course, on WhatsApp, you can view my catalog, which shows you again how to use the products, the benefits, and of course, different things that you would look for once using it, and of course the prices as well.
Okay, and of course, a lot of people, when it comes to feminine hygiene,
right,
or anything like that, a lot of people are very sensitive about it.
Very sensitive.
For a young woman having a problem and not knowing which product she can choose, she can reach out and contact you to get the advice and so forth.
Of course. So a lot of persons will call me. Sometimes we're on the phone for almost an hour because it's like we turn friend at a point in time. So, we would talk, whether they would come to me and say, they are not able to conceive for a while. They probably did tests that shows that nothing is not really wrong with them. So then again, it will all play back to like fertility. It will play back to like a hormonal imbalance, which is something that is very easy to fix. And that is why once person use the fertility tea, the womb detox tea, they would tend to fall pregnant right after, because with the teas, again, it balances the hormone. Once your hormone on your body is in balance, everything would work the way that it has to work. And of course, it's for both the men and the women. And we tend to find a lot of men, like from my research and conversations, you would tend that women are always the person that would think that they are the issue. They would tend to go and do tests, nothing is wrong, but a lot of the men too are kind of getting into that field because, they want to have a child with their spouse, and, they would come to get the fertility tea just to help with their sperm count and the sperm quality and stamina and overall libido health, basically.
No, definitely. And I want people to know it's just not about fertility. A lot of it is wellness as well.
Wellness.
So I know Shenika talking about pregnancy, and I do my research, and I was having a conversation.
Right.
I know that one business place is probably going to sue you because you have about 5 women pregnant at the same time.
Yes.
But
one company, they have about 5 of them pregnant. I don't know how they work, that papa, but it's the goal. A lot of people want to get pregnant, so it's the goal. At this point, job is, if you want a baby, the work have to wait. You could get a next job. That is important. That is what your goal is. You understand? And that is what you're here to achieve, and that's what we're here to help you every step of the way.
And I'm glad you're speaking about men's fertility as well.
Of course.
Often in a relationship, if the woman is not getting pregnant, the finger is usually pointed at the woman. It is her problem.
It's not,
men don't go and check themselves out to see if their sperm count is healthy and can do what it's supposed to do. So ladies, definitely remember, it's not just about fertility, it's about overall hygiene.
Right. And that's why when I have conversations with them as well, I would be like, okay, you did your tests. I would ask them if they did their scans, what the doctor said. They would say, okay, well, the doctor said everything is good. So I'd be like, okay, well, if you're trying to get pregnant, I think it should be a mutual agreement between you and your partner. So it has to be something that they want as much as you want, so, and if they really want it, I think doing a test just to make sure, the sperm count is all right, the mobility, the way that they look, whether the sperm tail functioning right, they're swimming fast, this is something that I think they would take serious in terms of going to do the checkup. And if, everything come back good with them, then it's not really a big issue that you guys have. It's just a matter of using the right products, balancing your hormones the way that your diet is going. Because a lot of people could eat anything and they fall pregnant. They could drink every day, they're drinking rum, and they're getting pregnant like this. Whereas there's people, you have to check on the way that you eat, the things that you drink, your exercise, the things that you use on your body, because that affects people and they don't even think about all of those different aspects of it.
Okay. For those of us joining us late, can you tell us again about the different products that you offer? Can we just run through some of those products again?
Right. So the different products that we have the womb detox tea and the womb detox pearls that helps with detoxifying the body, that helps with this detoxifying the reproductive organs so that it helps nourishes, also helps clean out your kidneys as well, and helps balance your hormone and of course your pH balance down there. We have the Titan 1, we have the pre and probiotic gummies that help with overall feminine health. We have the herbal wash, because we know a lot of people, when you wash yourself with soap, you're prone to yeast infection and BV. So the herbal wash along with the boric acid suppositories and boric acid wash plays a very important role there. We also have male and female fertility tea that is basically designed to help increase fertility, increase your reproductive health in general. And you know what else? We have the ovulation test kit if you're trying to test yourself at home, because normally when you go and take a blood test to know if you're ovulating, they just tell you if you have the LH hormone in the LH surge, but it doesn't tell you, okay, today is the day. And that's why using the test is very accurate. So we have quite a number of products that are all organic, that are all plant-based. And again, it's the herbal way to go about taking care of your feminine and reproductive health. And when we talk about fertility, we're not talking about getting pregnant. While the goal is to get pregnant, you know, fertility just means, you know, having that overall balance, reproductive health, having that confidence in yourself. And once you have a good down there, I would say a good yoni down there, everything nice, you're confident in yourself. And I realize a lot of people, because of the issue that they have in, they're not, like, it takes away from your self-confidence and your self-esteem, because now it puts you in a little box, you know. And I have a lot of clients that I've dealt with before that has those issues, and now everything is proper, who have more self-esteem and who have, you know, feel more proud and confident than they do. And they would tell me, girl, I feel like $1 million, you know. I've never felt this way. It's something that I have been struggling with. Oh, I can't open my foot. I can't get up too hard. I can't go in a public, you know, it's different people, different issues. And women who are listening would know exactly what I'm speaking about, because while not everybody have the issue, some people know certain things can trigger that. And yeast infection is something that can happen in a blink of an eye. As I said, you wear tight jeans, you wear tight panty, instant.
Okay, definitely. Listen, I want to commend you on this initiative because I like the fact that you've gone out the box. Most young people find the easiest thing to do. And I like the fact that this was a concept that came to mind and you had the drive and the determination to see it come to fruition. I want to encourage all the young women out there listening to this program, you know, invest in yourself and invest in your yoni health. Okay?
Yes.
I say it right.
In your vaginal health. Yes, your vaginal health. In your
listen.
Right.
I'm on social media and I follow all these trends that are happening. Right now, most of those women in Hollywood going to get themselves the yonis tightened by surgery.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. But I have the stick, I have the wand. I have the wand right here. So I have a wand. It's called a vaginal tightening wand, right? So it's basically made from pulp powder that gives it the shape, ginger, a lot of different herbs that are mixed in it that are specifically designed to clean the vagina. So it's okay, that's the box. So it's like probably the length of my finger, like this, right? And you would take it out, you would wet it. Again, you would wet it when you're in the shower. You would insert half of it into the vagina and you would leave it for 10 or 20, the max 30 seconds. And cook, that will give you, well, I've been marketing it as like the glory grip. If you want to have a glory grip or you want to have that tight grip. If you have a suitcase and you want that grip, as Hodders always say it on social media, then you know that is the one that you have to use. So, and it's been selling very well. A lot of people give me comments. I get a lot of feedback, like people tell me I need to rename it to the virginity one because it's like the virginity come back again. So, you know, we have things to tighten as well, you know, and as well as the teas. Once you start drinking the teas, again, people would say that you would see a difference in your body. Your partner would notice a difference, you know, during sex. They would feel it, you know, and that's not just from the one, but from the tea. And that's why I said, reproductive health is very important. So if you want to have that nice, if you want to have that tight, if you want to have that fresh, clean, Spread Fertility is the company for you right here in Grenada. You ain't going nowhere further for it.
Okay. Listen, Shanika, I want to thank you for joining us on the Wake Up Club this morning. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up.
No problem.
Looking for a hassle-free way to rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Are you looking to take your business or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ride Along Live, where the world watches and your business grows. Contact us today to get started.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money day.
Call Instaprint Grenada today. Located inside Ryder Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant.
Gas prices got you down? Pick yourself up with Ride Rent a e-bike today and take advantage of the smartest and coolest way to get around. Rental starting for only $30 per hour and less than $100 EC per day. Zip through traffic, save money, and look awesome doing it. Check us out at the Esplanade Mall today. Visit us online at ridersebike.com or give us a call at 473-422-1011. Your wallet and the planet will thank you. Ride Rent a e-bike.
Welcome back, folk. Of course, you tune into the Wake Up Club. And Shanika, are you still there? Because we were having some technical difficulties.
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, so Shanika, just before we wrap up, tell us how we can reach you. What are the contact areas where we can find Spread Fertility again?
Okay, so on all social media platform, you can reach us at Spread Fertility. On WhatsApp, you can reach us on the number 4220362. Our email at spreadfertility@gmail.com. Website for persons who are outside of Grenada is naturalhealingtrees.com. And of course, if you want to visit any one of our outlets that carries our products, you can visit the Excel Plaza, that's Mitchell's Pharmacy in Grand Anse, Nail Aroma, which is a nail shop in Legacy Courtyard. For persons in Grenville, you can visit Royalty Boutique, that's upstairs Digicel. For persons in the St. John's area, you can visit Betty's shop on the lands. And all of these persons carry all of my products. And of course, I'm still, looking and doing deliveries for St. George's. So that's the different places you can be able to reach me.
Okay. Listen, Shenika, thank you so much for sharing all of this wonderful information with us. Ladies, pay attention to your health. And
your yes.
We started this morning talking about what women want in men. Make sure that you have the best yoni ever.
Mm-hmm. And you have the tight grip, yes.
And you have the tight grip.
And you have the grip.
And you have the grip.
You have the glory grip.
Listen, the glory grip, as you say.
The glory grip.
The glory grip. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this morning on the Wake Up Club. I am very appreciative of you joining us, of course, on the Ride Along Network. We will see you on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I'm going to be talking about a topic that's very close to my heart because, I lost a loved one as a result of it, and that is suicide. So we're going to be touching on suicide on Tuesday. So make sure you tune in. It's a fantastic Friday. I want to encourage you to have a fantastic weekend. Go to the beach, take your children out, take off your slippers and walk on the grass, just commune with nature. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. Clubbers, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for joining. Of course, I appreciate the comments. I'm going to go and read every one of them. If there's a topic you'd like us to cover, please share with me so we can cover these topics. Once again, thank you for joining us. Have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend. Bye.